need a high-end designer or a lot of money to get a luxe look. Be your own interior designer.
This is Affordable Interior Design, the podcast.
Here's your host, Betsy Helmuth.
Coming from Heidi. Heidi's writing all the way from Indiana, and she says, Betsy, where might the best place to find nice throw pillow inserts be? I like the feel and fall of feather pillow inserts, but I rarely see them in stores. Do you have an online resource you'd recommend, even an Amazon seller? Do you have a favorite place to purchase throw pillow covers? I especially love highly textured fabrics. Well, Heidi, I do not love a feather insert because oftentimes the feathers poke through. And while I love the fact that you can easily mold the pillow and get it to stay just where you want because they're so malleable and so sort of sculptural in the way that feathers can be sort of plumped and glumped and moved the way that you want. The thing I don't like are those quills poking through, poking me in the back, being very uncomfortable, poking my face when I lay down on the pillow. I prefer a down alternative. It's also better for people with allergies. So I go for the down alternative inserts, from Pottery Barn. That's my favorite. They also have them at West Elm. I think they're a little bit cheaper, and that's the same parent company of Williams Sonoma. And of course, Williams Sonoma also has the inserts, but I think they're a little bit more expensive. So I stick with Pottery Barn, but certainly toy with West Elm to see if you find the quality to be any different. The other tip is that I sometimes like to pick a pillow insert that's 2 inches bigger than the pillow cover. So if the pillow cover is an 18-inch pillow cover, I'll go for a 20-inch insert to make it that much more full. And luckily, the down alternative is very malleable as well. The thing I avoid is just the totally fake, what is it even called? I don't even buy it. But the ones that are so foamy. Hold on. I'm not even sure why that came up because I don't even look at them anymore. I just do down alternative, pillow inserts. Life is good. Why am I bothering to Google anything else? I've told you the answer. For some reason, I just need to know. One sec. Oh, I don't know. Because I don't even see that they offer that here. Sorry, I went down that rabbit hole. Guys, back to the podcast. You ask about pillow covers. I do love pillow covers. The exciting thing about pillows, which is really different than other things like sofas, dining tables, armchairs, rugs. Well, rugs are like this too, actually. Rugs are like this. Artwork. Okay. The exciting thing about something like a rug or a pillow cover is that you can get them at such a wide breadth of stores. I don't feel that there's only 2 stores that do it really well, and that's what you should hone in on. Instead, I think there are a variety of purveyors of pillows, and that's also why I hate to source pillows. The other day in the academy, we were talking about what our favorite things to shop for clients or for ourselves are. And somebody in the academy said pillows. And I hate looking for pillows because I will inevitably go down a rabbit hole like you just saw me go down with the inserts, right? And I just know because there's so many stores that do it well that I'm going to keep going and keep searching and keep finding. And oh my gosh. One that I love that seems to offer very special pillows and has a good filtration system if I'm just looking for one color or one size or one type, and that also has very affordable prices, is Burke Decor. Love Burke Decor. It is a little bit of a rabbit hole. There are a ton of options, but I use those filters so that I can quickly go to just what I'm looking for. And if I want something really special that I've never seen on another site, I will either head there or I will head to Etsy. The thing I love about Etsy is that you can get a lot of designer-only, trade-only fabrics that in New York I could only get in the D&D building. But they make them widely available to the public because these seamstresses have access or, have bought bolts of fabric or I don't know, right? But for instance, for my drapes in my living room, I fell in love with this fabric on Etsy. I basically kind of typed in the search what I was looking for drapes. I wanted something dark, embroidered with like a botanical or flower theme. And what popped up was this website for this pillow maker in Michigan. She makes pillows, but she has this beautiful fabric. And I said, I love that fabric. I Google image searched it, couldn't find it anywhere else, couldn't even figure out what it was. I even went onto my interior design Facebook groups. I belong to many forums. I posted it saying, do you know who makes this fabric? Do you know where I can get this fabric? Nobody knew. I went back to this lady who makes pillows on Etsy and I said, I love this fabric, but I want drapes. Is there any way you could do drapes? So she made custom drapes for my house from this amazing pillow fabric that I could not find anywhere else. And they look fantastic. They're navy with all the embroidery I was hoping for. They match perfectly with the mirror that's been in the house since 1931 and has a teal border. I mean, they could not be more perfect. They came out just the way I wanted. In fact, so much so that I ordered this amazing fabric on Spoonflower. That's another place where you could just get lost for days. And they have these artisans who make patterns, post it to Sunflower, and Sunflower turns it into what? Spoonflower. Oh my gosh, Spoonflower. Turns it into whatever you want. They'll turn it into fabric. They'll turn it into pillows. They'll turn it into artwork. In my case, I ordered 44 yards of fabric in this amazing print I found on Spoonflower that really goes well with the drapes in the living room, but these are for the family room. And they've got navy, purple, fuchsia, like an aqua green, as well as a teal that perfectly matches the mirror in the living room. You know what I'm going with here, people. Anyway, we're making 10 panels at 9 feet each. I had all the stuff shipped to the lady in Michigan because when you find that perfect pillow person on Etsy who has the most amazing fabrics and is very talented, we'll use her again and again because she is creating these drapes much more affordably than I could buy them on, say, Restoration or Pottery Barn. Plus, I could never find this amazing print on those places. That is to say, I hate shopping for pillows because listen to all the options. I mean, there's thousands on Spoonflower alone. Then open up Pandora's box on Etsy, blah, 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 blah. So rather than staying true to one company when I'm looking for pillows like Burke Decor, instead, I'll put in exactly what I want because I save pillow sourcing for the end of my journey. So once I figured everything else out for the client, then I go to the pillow sourcing. I'm like, what do I want? What am I looking for? What's missing from this room? In fact, I typically even create the mood board right before I source the pillows so I can kind of see what the room needs. Does the room need a touch of warmth? In other words, a yellow, orange, or red pillow. Does the room need a pattern? In other words, maybe we need to go with a plaid or even a floral. Does the room need texture? Then I'm going to go with like a channeled velvet or an open weave linen that has a lot of chunky texture or a raw silk. Oh my God, that'd be so nice. Anyway, that's how I pick my pillows, and I hope it helped you pick your pillows too. A big thank you to Aton and the Embassy who wrote our theme song. A shout out to Catherine Heller who owns the podcast shop and is our editor extraordinaire. We also want to thank Ginny Sunasan and her team at the Savvy Podcast Agency for their help with our social, our YouTube channel, and so much more. We also want to thank Uploft, which is our parent company who supports this podcast. And lastly, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and for all your support.